have a very interesting history with Tinashe as far as how I discovered her. I remember all the way back in 2011, I was on YouTube and I came across a cover of Lil Wayne's How to Love by a then unknown girl named Tinashe. And I checked it out and I remember really liking it. I remember loving her voice and just feeling something special, seeing something special in her as I watched the video. And her name was unlike anything I'd ever seen before, and it stuck with me and I never forgot it. And I just vividly remember thinking, oh, this girl is gonna go places. And I'm proud to say that I was right. I love Tinashe. She's a criminally underrated talent, and I know I say that about a lot of things, but I really mean it this time. I have no idea how this girl hasn't seen mainstream success. She's a multi-talented threat if I've ever seen one. She will destroy any and all of your faves in a dance-off, and that's just hands down. This girl can move. And the quality of her music only improved after she went independent, which is unheard of for most artists. Songs for You and 333 are her best works, in my opinion. Both are masterpieces that sound like nothing else that came out when they did. What I love most about Tinashe is she's constantly pushing the bar, doing something different and experimental. It's very easy to put these pop and R&B girls into a category, but not Tinashe. She's always doing her own thing, and I've always loved her for that. So today I'm going to dive into her recently released 6th studio album, Baby Angel. Baby Angel? I don't know how I'm supposed to say it. Apparently it's BB Angel, but Baby Angel sounds better. But anyways. Alright, and track 1 is Treason. I actually didn't like this one at first. I kind of thought it was forgettable. But after my third listen of the album, it hit me. At first, again, I thought it was boring, and I actually really like it now. I think it's a great intro. I think it's a very solid intro. It might actually be my favorite album opener from Tinashe, actually. So yeah, I really like this one, and I gave Treason 4 stars. Track 2 is Talk to Me Nice, hands down my favorite from this album, an absolute bop and a vibe. I like the first half of the song better than the latter half though, but it's very much a Tinashe song, something that's unique to her. I can't help but move when I hear this one. I absolutely love it. I gave it 5 stars. Track 3 is Needs. This one was another grower for me. I listened to it when she first dropped it, but didn't really come back to it. I didn't hate it. I was more indifferent to it than anything. It's a good song though, and I like it more and more every time I hear it. There's a lot of growers on this album for me, but Needs, I gave it 5 stars. Track 4 is I wasn't a huge fan of this one. The first time I heard it, I did not give it any attention at all. I just kind of tuned it out. I just got sick of hearing her say over and over again. I'm sorry. While it didn't do it for me the first time, it's starting to grow on me. Again, there's a lot of growers on this album to me, and it grows on me with every listen. It's still one of my least favorites from this album though. I love the music video though, but overall I gave it 3 stars. Track 5 is Gravity. I really like this one. I like the feeling of it. It's very wavy. I feel like I'm floating when I listen to it. Tinashe's vocals sound ethereal on here, and the drum and bass production is perfect. Something that only Tinashe can truly make use of. I love it so much. This one is probably in my top 3 from this album, alongside Talk to Me Nice and Needs. I gave it 5 stars. Track 6 is None of My Business. I don't really have an opinion on this one. It's a decent song. It didn't really grab me or anything. It's just kind of there. I wouldn't quite call it forgettable, but compared to some of the other songs on here, it really just didn't stick out to me much. I like it though, but I gave it 3 stars. And the final track already is track 7, Tightrope. It's the closing track, and she revisits that drum and bass sound that was on Gravity. And I've realized that my favorite songs from her are ones that utilize sounds like this and just that kind of avant-garde sound that she is just so good at. And I really think that she could pioneer more than she already has. I really think she could pioneer her own sound, her own lane, by going in this more experimental direction. So I really think that's Tinashe's strength, is that she succeeds where a lot of her contemporaries and other artists, a lot of mainstream artists can't. and that's great. Nobody else is doing what she's doing, and it sounds so good. But this song in particular is really, really good. I like it. Her vocals sound great on here as well. And all in all, it's a pretty good track. You know, I gave it 4 stars. Overall, BB Angel is solid enough. My biggest gripe and criticism with it is the length, honestly. I get where she was coming from by trying to provide a body of work that was free of filler, but I honestly think that decision kind of backfired. As a listener, by the time I feel like I'm getting settled in, the album is over. It's just too short. I really think that she could have bumped the track list up to at least 10 tracks, especially considering a lot of the songs are roughly 2.5 minutes. If you're gonna give a shorter album, make the songs longer, or put more songs on there. Like, so you have a short album with short songs. The album's not even 30 minutes long. She doesn't want it to be called an EP, but you only gave us 7 songs. Like, sweetie, this is an EP. If you're gonna do something at this length and label it as an album, I just really feel like every song needs to blow it out of the water. And while I like all the songs, there wasn't a single moment on here that compared to me hearing Bouncin' for the first time, or hearing Save Room for Us for the first time. The project just kind of falls short of that wow factor of her last 2 projects. And now I read that this is just part 1 of a 2-part project, and if that's the case, then maybe it'll feel more complete when she puts part 2 out. But for now, it just kind of feels unfinished. But who knows, maybe that was intentional on Tinashe's part. I still like the album a lot though, and it'll be in regular rotation definitely for the foreseeable future for me. But I just wish there was a little bit more to work with here, and I just feel like there's, as far as a theme or cohesion, which again, not every album has to have a theme or cohesion to be good, but when you have Songs for You and 333 that both had kind of a clear vision of what they were going for, BB Angel just is kind of like a collection of songs. It feels kind of more like a playlist than an album, but I still love it. And I do think a strong point of this project is the fact that she's being more experimental. That is one part that stuck out to me and that I really enjoyed. So I will give it points for that, definitely. So if there is a part 2, I'm hoping that she doubles down on that, because that is really where Tinashe shines, is that her own unique vibe. But overall, I give BB Angel by Tinashe a 7 out of 10. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. After I did my Scarlet review, Doja Cat, I wanted to do another album review, and I wanted to talk about somebody that I hadn't talked about before, and Tinashe was there. So and sorry for it being so short, but hey, don't blame me, blame Tinashe. I'm just kidding. I love you, Tinashe. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing, checking out some of my other album reviews. I have a SOS by SZA review. I have a Endless Summer Vacation Miley Cyrus review. Just like I mentioned before, I have a Doja Cat Scarlet review. Check some of those out. I also have other, video essays and deep dives and album rankings. But yes, please comment, subscribe, like, share. Did you agree with my rankings? Did you not agree with my rankings? Do you hate me? Do you think I have no taste? Let me know. Respond in the comments. Thank you all for your support and your love. I really, really, really appreciate it. I think about this YouTube channel every single day, and it's just so great to have this platform to share my thoughts and have it be received. So thank you so much, guys, and I will see you in the next video. I love you all.